The Vietnam War was a prolonged conflict that took place from the mid 1950s to the mid 1970s. It primarily involved North Vietnam, supported by Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, backed by the United States and other anti-communist allies. The war had deep historical, political, and ideological roots. Key points about Vietnam War. Background: Vietnam had been under French colonies rule until the mid 20th century. The desire of independence and the spread of communism ideology fueled the conflict. Division and conflict. After French withdrawing in 1954, Vietnam was divided into two separate nations: the North Vietnam, led by Ho Chi Minh and the communism government; the South Vietnam, led by anti-communism leaders. The division led the tension and eventual conflict. American involved. American involved. The United States gradually explained its involvement in the conflict, standing military adversary and later combat troops to support the South Vietnam government. The US aimed to prevent the spread of communism in the regions through its policy of containment. Gradual warfare. The North Vietnam, along with the Viet Cong communism insurgent in the south, employed gradually warfare tasking against the better equipment. American and South Vietnam force test state of offense. In 1968, the North Vietnam and Viet Cong launches a massive surprise attack known as Tease Offense, targeting cities and military initiation. Although the offense was military defense, it had a significant psychological impact on the American public and political landscape. Anti-war movement. The Vietnam was spread sparked widespread anti-war protest and demonstrating in the United States and around the world. Opposing to the war grew due to concern about calculated the morality of the conflict and the impact on both nations involved. Withdrawal and fall of Saigon. The US began withdrawing troops in the early 1970s and the pairs peace accords were significant signed in 1973. The last US troop left Vietnam in 1975. However, North Vietnam continued its offensive, capturing Saigon, now Ho Chi Minh City, in April 1975, effectively making the end of the war. Aftermath. The war had a devastating impact on both North Vietnam and South Vietnam, resulting in the widespread destructions and loss of life. The country was officially referred as the Socialist Republic of Vietnam in 1976. Legacy. The Vietnam War remain a continuation and deeply significant chapter in modern history. It led to decisions about the role of the US in foreign conflict, the limitation of military investments, and the lasting effect on Vietnam and the people of Vietnam. The war left scary scares on Vietnam and its people. shaping its history and geopolitics. It also influenced subsequent US foreign policy decisions and attitude towards the military investments.